Hello. Okay, so you ready to talk about some dog food? We got to do a review. This food claims to be both high quality and ketogenic, but is it worthy of your beagle belly? Want to try it out? Let's go find out. So let's take a look and see if visionary dog food is worthy of your dog's belly. Number one, let me just say visionary pet food takes a huge step in the right direction. Now, for viewers of Long Live Your Senior Dog, you know that I'm a huge proponent of the ketogenic diet and home cooking. There are times, however, when home cooking is impossible, whether you're traveling or you just can't get to it. When I first saw Visionary Pet Food, I was excited. This could be a way for pet parents to feed their dogs keto when they cannot, for whatever reason, home cook for them. So let's take a look. Smart dogs eat low carb. Absolutely. Dogs do not need carbohydrates whatsoever. But why the ketogenic diet? Well, if your dog has cancer, autoimmune disorders, arthritis, the ketogenic diet is the perfect way to keep them in good health and actually help them fight against these horrible things like cancer and arthritis. So the first thing we have to figure out is Visionary Pet Food actually ketogenic? In a word, yes, for the most part. See, when you take a look at the nutrition label, you can see that this food has almost the perfect ratio of fat to protein. Almost. So the ketogenic diet was developed a long time ago at Johns Hopkins University in the United States to help children who had drug-resistant epilepsy. And at that time, it was 95% fat to 5% protein. Obviously, this is really not attainable. It's just not doable for people nor dogs. So over time, we've come to know that you can get away with about 70% fat to 30% protein. Most of Visionary Pet Foods go between 60-40 and 70-30. So even the 60-40 food isn't quite perfect, but it's a lot closer than any other commercial dog food that I've ever seen. As you can see here, their very popular beef flavor comes out at 60% fat, 40% protein, 1% carbs. This is important too if you are considering other dog foods. If you notice, this adds up to, it adds up to 101%, but there is no room for carbohydrates or sugars in this food. We are at 60-40. It's not a perfect balance, but you could perfect this by adding some oils like fish oil, cod liver oil, krill oil, which you should anyway, as I'll explain later. So now let's take a look at the ingredients because that's the most important part of the food. And we're going to take a look at the first five. So we got coming in at number one, beef. That's a great sign. Followed by pork fat, beef meal, dried whole egg, and dried egg white. Now, I'm going to tell you that right now, overall, I'm very pleased with what I see with Visionary Pet Food, but they're going to lose a couple of points here. Why? Well, number one, as we said before, they're not quite at 70-30. That's easily fixable. However, my biggest beef with them is using meals, beef meal, chicken meal. It's just unnecessary, and it's not a very high quality protein. When you start doing meals means they can take not just muscle meat, but they can take whatever's on the butcher, I don't want to say floor, but on the butcher grate, grind it up. That means if you're talking about chicken, you could have feathers in there, beaks, obviously a lesser quality protein than just muscle meat. However, they're only going to lose a point for this because overall, this food is pretty fantastic. The beef meal, the chicken meal, they can do better than that. And hopefully they see this and make changes. The other small issue, as we said before, being at 60-40 for the beef food isn't exactly ketogenic. It's in a step in the right direction, absolutely. But we should be at 70-30, and their chicken food actually is. To correct this, you're going to need to add oils. Extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, fish oil, krill oil, cod liver oil to bump up. Also, this food is pretty devoid of omega-3 fatty acids, so adding fish oil is a must anyway. Especially if you have a senior dog or they have arthritis, cancer, or anything where you're going to want fish oil with high EPA and high DHA to help their brain, their organs, and their joints. The other, we'll call it a drawback probably for most people, is that the food is a little on the expensive side. For a 10 kilo bag, which is about 22 pounds, you're going to pay $99.99. Obviously, if you have one dog, that may be doable, but if you have multiple dogs, that can get expensive really quickly. So overall, let's give Visionary Dog Food 4 out of 5 paws. It is a worthy investment If you're already home cooking, but you need this while you're traveling, or you need to leave it with the dog sitter, absolutely excellent. If you want to give this as a change-up, also good. If it's your dog's main food, I think your dog will be better off than 99% of the dogs who are eating commercial dog food out there. Now, if you want to learn why the ketogenic diet can help your dog beat down cancer, help them get over arthritis, help them feel better in their joints, and, well, live longer, just click that video right over there.